Awesome, I'm so happy. Order more beverages. Our next comedian, I'm very excited to bring up this next guy to the stage. He looks like he's a lot of fun. He's from India, which is cool, so, you know, he probably knows some things.
He's very funny.
Yeah? And I'm super excited to have him come up here. His name is RamkiMuthukrishnan.
It's not connected.
Unfortunately, I don't work in IT. The name's Muthukrishnan, RamkiMuthukrishnan. Unlike the usual James Bond effect and reaction where a woman swoons and I light her cigarette, what invariably ends up happening when I introduce myself is they start talking about their health issues, their medical symptoms. They ask me if my medical practice accepts their insurance card. Well, I may be from India, but unfortunately I'm not a doctor, so I'm sorry to disappoint. I work in finance, and I've been trying my hand at stand-up comedy the last few days. I've been working hard at my material. My wife watches me working hard at my routine and my delivery, and she says, Ramki, never ever give up your day job. You know, stand-up comedy seems to be the next big thing for brown people. You have Aziz Ansariya, Hassan Minaj, Mindy Kaling, Kamal Nanjiani, Deepak Chopra. I laugh at him. But it is quite remarkable considering the fact that the only other time when Indians really made a splash on stage is when they peer into the horizon and ask questions like, can I have the language of origin? Can you use that in a sentence? Are there any alternate meanings? Man, it's good to be back in New York. I really like New York, and I can never really understand why New Yorkers get so offended when lost tourists just stray into their paths. I mean, where I come from, cows do that all the time. I have no beef with these tourists. I just milk my experience and steer my way around them. But it kills me to watch tourists getting lost in New York City. Last night, I saw this guy outside Union Station. Union Square. He was looking so lost, and he was sweating bullets, and he was stressing out, and I asked him if he was alright, and he had his map, and he looked at me and said, what is wrong with New York City? I am watching map, street and avenue have same name. It's a big problem for me. I am lost. And I'm looking at this guy thinking, dude, you can probably hack your way into anything, and you're lost in New York City where streets and avenues are laid out like a board game for a 6-year-old. It's less difficult. To me, the worst offenders are the ones that get so lost, that they have to go all the way to India to find themselves. You heard a few, I guess, stand-up comedians talking about their existential angst being single in New York. I'm married, I have 2 kids, and I live in the deep suburbs of New Jersey. And we have our share of problems too. I don't even know where to start. So maybe I'll start with NJ Transit. Yeah. The only time my NJ Transit app actually sends alerts is when the train runs on time. I knew this guy. He grew up in a rough neighborhood, had abusive parents. He contracted some illness and lost all the hair in his body. He had a pet dog he was very fond of, which died in a freak accident. But this guy, always saw the bright side of life. He was a trooper, survivor, always seeing the bright side until he took the NJ Transit. And last I heard, he's moving to Switzerland where assisted suicide is legal. The chaos theory is in action with NJ Transit, right? You see a little butterfly flap its wings in New Mexico, and a train gets delayed in Passaic. The legendary rock star from New Jersey, Bruce Springsteen, is working on a song, and it goes something like, trains like that Maybe they were born to run. But to me, the most remarkable ride I had in NJ Transit was at Gladstone, where this mother and a little baby got on the train, and by the time we pulled into Penn Station, we were celebrating the boy's bar mitzvah. Man, I'm on the wrong side of 40s. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm at the point where I have to worry about, strange little hairs sprouting out of parts of my face, which used to be a no-hair zone. I have to worry about my chin blending with my neck. But I think I figured a way out. I think the best thing for me is to just remove my glasses when I look at the mirror and I see a blurry 25-year-old. So that was... I don't feel so bad about being vain. I mean, most of humanity is vain, right? Who would have thought 10 years ago that the post that would really immortalize mankind is people holding something that looks like a deck of cards and smiling or pouting at it like this. So, Indians are somewhat unusual. We'll never accept a friend request on Facebook from a stranger. No sir, we won't. We're completely comfortable getting married to one. I guess the good thing about arranged marriage is when things go wrong, you always blame your parents. People here have this ridiculous notion though that in India you meet your bride or your groom when you're like 8 or 10 years old. That's totally wrong. I met my wife when I was 15. But these days, the more progressive parents, get the couple together to have lunch or dinner so they get to know each other better. And it's all very efficient really because you go from being a stranger to a friend to a fiancé all over 3 courses. Interestingly enough, the shortest TV series that aired in India was How I Met Your Mother. I've been in this country a few years and I sometimes see things that still amaze me. The couple who date forever, live together, they cut each other's toenails, they know each other's family secrets intimately, they go to IKEA together, build their furniture for their little homes. And still, when the girl informs to her family and friends that she's being proposed to, they react like it was the most unexpected and unanticipated development. The bit where they go, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I try to fit in, I've been here for a while. I remember this time once when I just come into this country, fresh on the boat, my clothes were still damp and everything. And I was talking to my neighbor and I told her that my resolution was to lose my thicky Indian accent. And she said, what? Why do you want to lose your dick in an accident? Thank you folks, it's been wonderful.